Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kev, the lead trainer here at Momentum. I've taught more than 10,000 traders, and I'm going to be going over the top stocks that I'm watching for the week ahead. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Now, last week was pretty slow leading up into the inauguration this coming week, but I do think after the inauguration, we should have a lot of volatility in the market, which should make for a lot of fun. So a few setups that I want to go over. Of course, our swings are big. We had a swing alert last week on CRDO. This thing is already at massive. Stops are already above entry. This is a risk-free, guaranteed, profitable trade. Also up bigly on AVGO, and I do want to continue to watch this into this week too for that break of 240. If we can crack out of this flag over 240, this thing has some pretty significant range up into the 280 and 300 area on this. But again, this is a swing idea. Don't go chasing it up here. This entry was alerted to the team last week early on. As far as day trades this week, quite a few things to look at as well. A lot of the crypto names, the finance sector is hot into the weekend. You have names like TIGR from Friday with their super strong close. I want to watch this for a possible double top break over the 685. If we can base and confirm over that 685, we have range here on the daily, as you can see up here, to 750, 8, and 850 to the upside. Again, if we can just base and confirm, look for these pullbacks after confirming. Don't go chasing the breakout on these names. But if you can catch this with some confirmation off some pullbacks over this high of day, you have some really nice room to the upside here, up into that 7.5, 8, and 8.5 to the upside. So really good look here again. That crypto sector is hot into the weekend. And again, because of the inauguration coming up, you know, the crypto sector has a lot in part with Trump. Trump also put out his meme coin over the weekend too, which was absurd. Thing, what was it, like $20 billion valuation? This thing pumped like crazy, thousands of %. But, you know, a lot of these names like BTCS and TIGR, both hugely active into the weekend. Super strong closes on both. This one I want to watch similar to TIGR, a little bit different. I want to watch the break of this flag going into Monday. If we can break and base out of this flag, we have a nice look here on the daily off of this, 3.5 area. We have room back to 440. So we have room back to the daily high back here off of 440. Past that, you have room back to the psychological 550. So you have 440, you have 550. This nice clean range there in between. Anything over this 350 looks pretty good. I might even look to play some pullbacks here for the retest at the top of this flag. But I more so want to play continuation here. I want to see it prove that it's going to continue this week. You know, that's the hard part about these crypto names is if crypto proves to not be strong this week, or if these names start to separate away from crypto, if this thing does pull back and I start to take an entry down here and it just doesn't start to pick up, it doesn't start to show sympathy again off of crypto, you know, you just don't have the same confluence. So I want to see this break up through highs. I want to see it actually confirm that it's going to have that second day move, and then I might consider this. So good luck though, all in all. Next up, you got CJET. Beautiful look here over that 260 on the daily. Look at this thing. Tons of range over here on CJET. I'm serious. Look how clean this thing is over that 260. You have room here all the way to the daily 360 and then 440, which you can see right back here on the daily time frame using these past areas on the daily. And so this looks pretty good. A lot of range. My only concern is the lack of liquidity into the close. If this does not find volume on Tuesday, this is a no-go setup. I will not trade this. This thing has hardly any volume, but it does have a chance of looking good. And so for that reason, it does not hurt to at least have it prepared. Next up, we have VATE, which I do want to watch into Tuesday as well. Big gapper on Friday with its after hours FDA approval news for MediBeacon TGFR. So I want to watch this pretty similar to, what was that on BTCS? I want to watch for the break of this flag. If we can break up out of this flag going into Tuesday and pivot, confirm buyers out of that flag, take these pullbacks for that range back up into that $10 area psychological level overhead, you got a crazy good look because that 10 is going to act as that psychological magnet level. The price is going to sort of be pulled towards, which could make this a really good opportunity on Tuesday. And so again, great look on the daily. Nice news for some nice confluence there along with this nice gap up in after hours. This thing has a lot of potential. But again, I only like it if it proves a day two move if we find buyers over previous high of day. If we don't and it's weak on Tuesday, I just won't touch it. It's easy as that. Now, for a quick look at the broad market, do keep in mind we've been sort of stuck in this range there for a while, and you can even look here at the daily. We tried to break out on Friday, and market did not know what it wanted to do yet. Go figure. We have the inauguration coming up on Tuesday. This is going to be very telling. Do we sell off back within this range and sort of continue to chop around? You know, does Trump drop some tariffs and we start to head south? Do we get some nice good news and start to pop up through 600s again and get up back towards the all-time highs? I don't know. Nobody knows. If somebody tells you they know, they are straight lying to your face. Block them. So it's going to be a really interesting week. A lot of this week's going to be sort of waiting and seeing what's going to come of it. But these are my top watches in the small cap world right now. There's a lot of really, really good watches. I feel like they could start to pan out in a really good way this week. The market's been slow for the last week or so, very, very choppy, but small caps are starting to look active into the weekend. Of course, on Friday, we had some really, really good plays on GSIT. This thing was a monster. This thing was an absolute monster on Friday. This GSIT, I got some really, really, really good trades on this one on Friday. And I'm looking forward. Do we get some better setups? Even Nuke was big on Friday, too. We had GSIT. We had Nuke. Nuke was actually from the previous night's watch list, and that thing panned out to a T. I told the team to watch the pivot here over the past area of supply. Beautiful pivot going into the open for a 10-point move from 30 all the way to 39.80. So, again, awesome opportunities here starting to show up. Looking forward to the week ahead. Last week was phenomenal. A little bit slow. I had one red day last week, albeit, but overall execution was pretty much fire. You can see here last week, 75% win rate, pretty average. Profit factor suffered a bit here with that 5.88% average win. Average loss 4.38%. So again, sort of tight margins there. So that high win rate bolsters it though, and enables me to still be profitable most days. And that's just the market that we're in, or were in last week going into the inauguration the coming week. So overall, pretty good. Biggest trade of the week for me was on FIO on Monday. That thing was a absolute monster. So all other watch lists for the week can be found over in the chat room. So make sure to claim your 7-day free trial to watch me trade live every single day and to get my full trading watch list every night as well. You can find that down below. And of course, as always, if you do want to say thank you, hit that subscribe button down below so you're in tune with all the content that we start putting out here going forward. We've been big on TikTok the last 5 years, but my 98,000 followers there, unfortunately, TikTok was banned by this recent law, and so we just have to sort of transition over to YouTube a little bit. And so I'm looking forward to what we put out on here. So make sure to follow. Going to be some really, really good stuff to come, and I will see y'all later. Good luck this week, guys.